with the polo. Like my style, don't you? Nights like this, I wish I was with you.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons.
Set to kick off.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On a handoff, it's White. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On first down, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I didn't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line. Now a give to White. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. James White, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
Brandon McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
The ball carrier.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
White. It's a gain of 10. First down, Bears.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Falcons 7, Bears 6.
from the 50, Newton. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
7-yard line.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Pollard. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
On the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
From the 38, Newton. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line.
And
nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Newton. This is White on the screen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
At the 4-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. J.D. McKissick, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tony Pollard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Bears 13. Brandon McManus set.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. At
the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he knocks it through.
That's the score. Falcons 21, Bears 13. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. The shotgun snap for Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
Kevin Byard.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. On first down. Pollard. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Isaiah Simmons on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
From the 31, Jackson. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that poster out there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. That was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
They keep it on the ground. White again. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 9. 1st down, Chicago. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go with White on the counter. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Jerome Baker, the Dolphins' leading tackler a season ago, tallies another one.
And 9 at the 37-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 9. On the give, it's White. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
At their own 32.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Marquise Brown was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game. Defensive lineman, it's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and the Bears take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. On the handoff, this is White. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw on 3rd down, Newton. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play.
Bears 13.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Newton. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st down, it's Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Throwing again is Newton. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. That's to his running back, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A carry now for McKissick. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Brings up
2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Anthony Yr1 picks it, and he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
By the Bears.
That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's White. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 22, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Intercepted.
But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he'll find Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
At the 46-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
4 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Jackson's pass.
Picked off down at the 2.
By the Bears.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 1-yard line.
Opting to run again here with White. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And this is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Falcons will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Falcons 37. Bears.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Rogers on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 1st down. Here's White, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41, he'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
One last throw here for Newton. It's caught. This is White. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40.